was leaked online. Blacked out images of 2 questions were shared on social media ahead of the exam yesterday. Well, Pearson, which runs Edexcel, said the images were circulated in a very limited way. It reassured students no one would be advantaged or disadvantaged, and they would not have to resit the paper. Well, joining me now from Waterson is Buckinghamshire is Mary Wagland, one of the students who sat the paper itself. Mary, you sat the paper yesterday.
Yeah.
And how did you feel coming out of that exam?
Coming out of that exam, I felt okay. I mean, I tried my hardest. Maths isn't a subject that is particularly my strong point. I'd worked really hard over the past 2 years, and I'd logged on to the student room to see how everybody else had found it and sort of confer about the answers we had. And that's when I found out that the paper had been leaked, and it was honestly heartbreaking because, you know, you've put in so much effort over these 2 years for somebody to cheat and disadvantage you. It's really hard.
What do you make of Edexcel's response, saying that no student would be advantaged or disadvantaged? Do you have confidence in that?
I have absolutely no confidence in that. I don't think they're acknowledging how widespread this issue is at all. Even just by mentioning it was only 2 blacked out images, that is not the case, or at least I'm under the impression that it was the entire paper. I have seen multiple screenshots of group chats with the whole paper in from the morning of the exam, but also Edexcel were aware of the tweets with the blacked out pictures a full day before. You know, the tweets were leaked on the Thursday evening, sorry, and we sat the paper on the Friday afternoon. So I think they had an opportunity to do something about it, and they didn't. And as well, if you look at their history, you know, their papers have been leaked for the past 3 years. You would have thought that they'd be able to sort of come to a solution by now.
Mary, are you aware of what's going to happen next? Do you know if you're going to have to resit the paper? Have you heard anything from the exam board or from your school?
The exam board have given a very brief statement saying that we will not have to resit the exams, which I believe because of the enormous expense it would cost. But I don't see how that they can ensure that we're not disadvantaged as students, because given that this is a new specification, it's a linear spec. So this means that that paper we sat was 1/3 of our grade. And that's obviously quite a contributor, which is why I think so many people are upset, because you just can't tell how many people have seen this. And I don't see how Edexcel are going to be able to catch every single person.
I'm just going to take you forward to receiving those results. Is it August time? Is that right, when the results come through? How are you going to feel when you get that result and you've worked so hard? And like you said, you know, I understand that there were some questions on there that you would have only been able to answer if you'd studied higher maths. I mean, how are you going to feel if you don't get the grade that you would have liked to have received?
Well, as I said, I'm one of those students that maths isn't a natural ability to me. So I have worked really hard, as I'm sure many other people have, over the past 2 years. So for results day for me is going to be a big day of whether I'm able to achieve my target and whether my university are going to take me. And I've actually been more stressed since the exams have finished than I was during them, because Edexcel have failed to acknowledge just how widespread the magnitude of this issue is. And if I come to results day and I haven't received my I haven't accepted my offer from university because of an exam board not only putting further maths into our exam, but also I feel like the way they wrote the exam was very tailored to a further maths student, which is someone as me who only did the single maths. I did feel disadvantaged from it. And so if I have to suffer because of that, it's going to be absolutely heartbreaking, because I cannot resit this exam. I don't want to have to go through a whole nother year of that stress to meet my university offer. So I really have no idea what I'm going to do if I don't reach my grades.
All very understandable, Mary, how you're feeling. Good luck, though, for August and your further studies as well at university. Thank you.
Thank you.